Soon as he got free, the king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It's time for some football. Welcome to Northwest Stadium in Landover. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders. Jake Bates now, ready to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. For the Commanders' offense, headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led by the second overall pick a decade ago out of the University of Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. You're going to run again here with Kronsky Merritt. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Kronsky Merritt on his own read. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he's brought down at the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Mariota now. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
15 yards on the play. That's another Washington Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, running for Kronsky Merritt. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
He's got it. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Moody. Jacob Sailors now to return it. Making some progress here. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Okay, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today. But
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish off their opening drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
you know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Fielded at the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Back out on the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. We've set it downs for them from the 31. Back to throw, Mariota. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
It's caught. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at first down here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Oh, puts him there under this one, right side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for second. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Mariota hits him on the end route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Krosky-Merritt straight ahead. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Now Mariota. Complete over the middle. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be 3rd and very short.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Gonna keep this one and go. And he's gonna be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
They've got first down here from the 36. Throwing is Mariota. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Mariota to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky-Merritt. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Lions in the nickel. This is third down. Third and long for him here. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Commanders punting on fourth down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. And this one does not go far.
To Sam Laporta. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 19-yard line.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's going to get him 7 there. It's third down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up third and 1.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Again, it's Gibbs. That's a first and even more past the 40. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Going to the ground again on first. And they're on him right as he gets back to the line. Great recovery after they got gashed on that last play.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's on target to Williams. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now Goff taking off with it. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. He has it at the 5! Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They send him left out of the slot. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Hits him on the out route. And this one doesn't go far.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Second down now, 7 to go. The final throw before the break. Ball in left side. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. And a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return coming from the 6. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their third touchdown in 3 drives. First down now, ball at the 33. Goff to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
To Anthony Burser. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On first down, it's Gibbs. Will be yard at most there on 2nd down.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another one for Gibbs. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. 7 yards on the run. That sets up an easily attainable 3rd and 1.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So first down from the 41. From the gun, Goff finds him over the middle. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there when you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders start the second half with some needed points. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? You know, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Commanders 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Sailors now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Not the big play they were hoping for when you call a jet sweep, but at the very least, it got them some positive yards. Things could have easily gone backwards there.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
On first down, it's gone. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Running it with David Montgomery. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Give them 5 on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down throw from Goff. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play action here with Goff. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. It's the first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He'd been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Goff to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. That's complete to Sloan. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. This one goes for 3 yards. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Complete left side. It's to Sloan. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 17-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing again. Here's Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. A give left side for Gibbs. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Goff setting to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
So now here's 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Gibbs now from the gun. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout. So the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Here's another for him. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Just 1 yard on the gain, so now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 8.
This may be one of the only spots in goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Lions feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Looking to throw. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
Commanders 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
It is caught left side. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Mariota. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
10 more yards. Complete to Terry McLaurin. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 41-yard line.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Mariota to throw. That's incomplete left side.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Might shift to the run here, 3rd and inches. Now to throw. Throwing to the back of the end zone. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up 4th down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Coaches challenge you to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. So the Lions get the win on the road. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be. But even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never going to win them all, even at home. But what's important now is learning from this defeat, hitting the film room, hitting the weights, making sure this doesn't happen again. Don't let this loss beat you twice.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions, as with that, we sign off from D.C.